We tried out. Devin made the team. The morning of the tournament, he yells at Devin and tell him he's not on the team.
They yelled at me saying, I don't care what the roster said. I was upset and I was like, why am I not on there?
It was his decision to move his players.
Had I been there, it wouldn't have went that way. Humiliating my child is a problem for me.
Plaintiff Glenn Phillips claims the defendant improperly convinced her bank to refund part of her son's football team fees. He's suing for $250. Defendant Freddie Johnson claims the plaintiff unfairly demoted her son and humiliated him in front of his teammates. She says she owes nothing.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. The witnesses may have a seat. The Honorable Judge Jerry Springer now presiding. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Najee.
This is case number 136 on the docket, Phillips versus Johnson.
Okay, thanks. Let's see what we have here. We have the plaintiff, Glenn Phillips. Sir, you are suing the defendant, Freddie Johnson, for $250 for the return of her son's football team membership dues. Glenn, what is your case?
We have a 7-on-7 program located here in the Atlanta area where we reach out to local young men to come on out and kind of like fine-tune their skill sets. All right, so during the spring, of course, we travel throughout the country to we do about 3 or 4 travel tournaments. So to be a part of our program, of course, is a membership fee of $500, which is broken down into payment plans for some of our parents. And the $500 it covers uniforms, travel, housing, meal plans, practice facilities, and things of that nature. All right, so earlier this year, we went on to a tournament over in Myrtle Beach where Ms. Johnson, of course, signed her son up to play on our team for the second season. And we went out to Myrtle Beach, had a pretty good time actually. So while there, we broke down our teams. Once we got back from the tournament, his mom called and then informed me that, he wasn't satisfied with the team that he was placed on, and she no longer wanted him to be a part of the program. Then I explained to her, I was like, that's fine if you don't want him here, but I mean, we split our guys up to kind of balance out the teams to the best of our ability, so we're not top heavy. Then she, of course, requested a refund. So when the money was taken out of the account by Miss Freddie, because I told her, I said, we cannot refund you those funds. So of course, she reached back out, I'm assuming to her bank, and they took the money out of the account because I guess they assumed that it was fraudulently taken from Miss Freddie's account. So when they took the money out, it didn't just hurt our program, it kind of threw us off because we reach out through our community to assist other young men on our program with funds.
Devin's been playing football ever since he was 7 years old, so he knows the game pretty well. So the morning of the tournament, he called the green team down to eat breakfast. Devin went down. He tells Devin he's not on the green team. Devin knows he's on the green team. That's who he's been practicing with the whole entire time. Not only that, his name is on the roster for the green team. So Devin goes back upstairs and gets the roster and show him I'm on the green team. He yells at Devin and tell him that he's not on the green team. Clearly at that point, he had lost his mind because it's a difference between yelling at my child when he's on the football field and he does something wrong, but yelling at my child because he knows what he's speaking of and humiliating my child, that is a problem for me.
Okay, let me hear from Devin now. Devin, you want to step up next to your mom there?
Yes, sir.
So I'll let you say in your words what happened. Go ahead.
So the day of the tournament, he called down the green team for breakfast. So I thought I was on the green team because I've been with him the whole time practicing. And on the roster, it said I was on the green team. So I went back upstairs to show him the roster. And he yelled at me saying, oh, you're not on the green team. I don't care what the roster said. And I was upset. And I was like, why am I not on the green team?
I'm the team director for our 7-on-7 team. I just wanted to say, David, I hate that you took this as a negative thing when Coach asked you to play for the blue team. It wasn't a negative thing. The blue team would not have gotten as far as they did without the players that he moved over. We never separated the teams to say specifically, this child is green, this child is blue.
Had I been there, it wouldn't have went that way. Devin would have never played. But Devin felt like he didn't have a choice, so he played. Devin, he was humiliated. He did not want to play on the team anymore. He didn't feel the same way about Coach Glenn. You can't just go and oh no, you're not on the green team now, switch the day of. It doesn't work that way. So I told him that I wanted my money back. He said no.
We did not clearly define a green or a blue team until we got to Myrtle Beach.
So I'm not saying you weren't hurt. You might have even been humiliated by it. I'm telling you, it's not a crime what a coach does. The coach, for whatever reason, made a decision which legally is every right to make. He's the coach. And in the lawsuit, there is nothing the coach did that was illegal or even wrong. He has every legal right to get the $250 like he does from all the other families that you were charged. I honestly believe that there was no intent to make you feel bad. The coach is clearly within his right to say which team you're going to be on, and because of that, I find for the plaintiff the $250.
Thank you, Judge.